if you see yourself reflected back at you all the time through stories in popular media, you're gonna feel normal, right? You're gonna feel validated. If you don't see your story reflected back at you, you're just gonna, it's much more likely that you're gonna feel like a freak, and you're gonna just feel like your story is not maybe as worthy as some other stories, or maybe some of the choices that you've made in your life are not as valid. And most of the time, especially in populations that are marginalized, their stories and some of the choices and all these things are really not as represented. For example, like in Minnesota, where are the stories of like young Somali women, right? Where do we see those stories? And what happens, to both young Somali women when they don't see their stories represented, and then the rest of us, right, when we don't see their stories represented. It's sort of a distortion of reality. Okay? What am I not seeing? And that's a really hard question to contemplate, because we don't know what we don't know. Which is why listening becomes really important, and why it also becomes really important to put ourselves in situations where we're not centered necessarily.